It's night. You're finally in bed. Lights off, phone down. And then, out of nowhere, your brain brings up that one moment. That thing you said. That awkward reply. That weird interaction from years ago. And suddenly, you physically cringe. You squeeze your eyes shut. Maybe even say, "Why did I do that?" And the worst part? You were completely fine just seconds ago. So why does this happen? Only at night. During the day, your brain is busy. Notifications, conversations, work, scrolling, constant input. There's no space for your mind to wander too deep. But at night, everything slows down. No distractions, no noise, just you and your thoughts. And your brain finally gets access to something it couldn't process earlier: unfinished experiences. See, your brain doesn't like unresolved situations. Anything that felt awkward, confusing, or socially off gets stored. Not as a complete memory, but as an open loop, something that still needs to be understood. And when your mind is quiet, those loops come back. But here's the interesting part. Your brain isn't trying to embarrass you, it's trying to protect you. When it replays that moment, it's actually analyzing it. What went wrong? What should you have said? What could you do differently next time? It's running simulations, trying to prevent future social mistakes. Because socially, mistakes used to matter. A lot. Thousands of years ago, being rejected by your group could mean isolation. And isolation meant danger. So your brain evolved to take social errors seriously. Very seriously. That's why something small today, like an awkward sentence, feels disproportionately big at night. Your brain treats it like a threat worth reviewing. But there's a flaw in this system. Your brain doesn't update context properly. It replays a moment from 5 years ago as if it just happened. Same intensity, same emotion, even though, logically, it doesn't matter anymore. That's why you react physically, cringing, tensing up, feeling uncomfortable again. Your body thinks it's happening now. And the more you react, the more your brain thinks, this must be important. So it stores it even deeper, which means it comes back again and again. Now combine this with nighttime. When you're lying still, with nothing to distract you, your brain enters a reflective mode. This is the same state where you overthink, you question decisions, you analyze your life. And in that state, embarrassing memories become easy targets because they're emotional. And emotional memories are easier to access. There's also less resistance. During the day, you can ignore thoughts, switch tasks, scroll, talk to someone. At night, you can't escape as easily. So the thought stays longer, loops deeper, feels stronger. And that creates a cycle. You remember something, you react. Your brain marks it as important. It comes back again later. That's why some memories keep repeating for years. Not because they matter, but because your brain thinks they do. But here's the part most people miss. You don't actually remember the moment. You remember your interpretation of it. The version where everyone noticed. It was so awkward. They must have judged me. But in reality, most people forgot it within minutes. Because they're busy thinking about their own moments. So your brain is replaying something that isn't even accurate anymore. And yet, it still feels real. That's why trying to force stop these thoughts doesn't work, because the brain sees resistance as importance. Instead, you need to change how you respond. When the memory comes up, don't fight it. Don't react strongly. Just notice it. Let it pass. Because the moment you stop reacting, your brain stops flagging it as important. And slowly, the loop weakens. Until one day, that same memory shows up, and you feel nothing. No cringe, no tension, no reaction. And that's when your brain finally understands it doesn't need to bring it back anymore. Because at the end of the day, your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's just trying to make sure you don't make the same mistake twice, even if that mistake never really mattered.